Can't talk about an award show without talking about the fashion.
Yeah, so here to help us out with that of what we saw on the red carpet is Takia Donaldson. Good to see you. You look fabulous.
I know. You look like you just stepped off the red carpet.
In my mind, I was there.
Right.
I was there.
That's right. That's right. So what, obviously when we're watching some of that, you're looking at the fashion.
Right.
What were some of your favorites? Who'd you like?
Well, I loved Kate Hudson.
She looks stunning.
She was one of my
favorites.
favorites. I had a few. So Kate Hudson, this is her. She's in.
All right, we're going to check her mic for just a second, but
Yes.
we're talking about Kate Hudson. This silver dress,
oh my gosh,
stunning.
Stunning. It was so pretty. This was, I think she was my favorite,
Yeah?
actually. Yeah, she was my favorite.
She looked really good.
Yes, she was in Armani, and to me this was like a comeback because I haven't seen Kate Hudson in a while.
true.
Like, where has she been?
Yeah.
But if you're
she
gonna,
has a movie.
yeah.
So yeah, you're right. She
Well,
came back.
if you're gonna disappear and come back, you come back in
Like
Armani. Bejeweled, sparkly, silvery. It's slinky. It looks really slinky. And I saw it on the red carpet, and it just moved beautifully. Her hair.
Yeah.
It was just
the whole look. She did very well.
Yeah.
She looked stunning.
She's so beautiful.
She
And her makeup was just,
I've been a fan. I mean, when you're Goldie Hawn's daughter, it's
Yeah,
like,
I
what
know.
are we doing?
Love
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
Okay, what else did you like?
Teyana Taylor.
Yes.
This dress.
So Teyana Taylor, I'm going on record right now to say it. She deserves a Vogue cover in 2026.
Let's make it happen.
This
Vogue,
fashion,
if you're listening.
Yes, Anna, before you leave, get her on the
Make it
cover.
happen.
But this past maybe 18 months, she's just been on a fashion tear. And she was in Schiaparelli, which has been dominating the award season for the past couple of years. And the back of the dress was the moment.
It was so
I
unique.
was like, oh my God. And I mean, it's sexy. I love her hair, the soft waves. It really softened her up. She won.
That neckline.
We love a winner. And it's like, if you're going to win, come in with the best dress. And I mean, her body is insane. We've already talked.
There's
Look
the
at the back
back.
of that dress.
So
oh
cool.
my God. That's a moment by itself.
Oh,
So
for sure.
Definitely
dress.
Teyana.
And black. And to be black
Correct.
and to have it be that stunning
Correct.
still.
Correct.
So cool.
Correct. There's a lot of texture. It was a lot of texture. That's how you get away with wearing black.
Right.
Texture.
It has to be special.
It has to be special.
Who else did you like?
And then for the guys, we had Patrick Schwarzenegger, who I'm not really familiar with. I'm assuming he's related to Arnold.
Yes, he was in White Lotus.
Okay, White
Yeah.
Lotus.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
I love the silhouette of his tuxedo. A lot of the guys wore more like tapered leg pants. His was more wide. I love the glasses. The glasses were chef's kiss.
does look good,
The brooches. He looked stunning. He reminded me of like a younger Marc Jacobs. That's what he looked with the glasses. Yeah, he was hot. I loved him.
He looked great.
Yeah.
He looked great. Okay, who else?
And
did you
then
like?
one, Alandria. So Alandria,
This color.
Oh, I love that color.
The color.
oh my God, like she is the definition of never waste a show up. Like every time she hits the carpet, she kills it. And this green, like we said, a lot of the colors last night was dark, navies, blacks. And when she stepped on that carpet in this emerald green, Siriano gown, like the skin, it looked like she is dipped in bronzer.
Yes, it does. I mean, the fit of that dress.
Yes,
Wow.
the tailoring, the hair.
I mean, I don't know how she walked, but
Listen.
sure.
Yeah, she looks like the statue.
She does.
That was amazing.
And the jewelry so complimentary of
Everything,
it too. Yeah.
everything. That was a 11 out of 10.
What a great color. I love the color so
for
much.
sure.
Yeah, because we saw a lot of black. It was nice to see some color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so then, of course, there's some people who were maybe not.
Missed the mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's ready.
J-Lo.
Oh, J-Lo.
And it wasn't that J-Lo, I mean, she looks nice.
See, that
but it's
picture, it looks okay, I think.
But J-Lo, we tired of this. You've been wearing this for 20 years, like this silhouette, the illusion dress. We
Right.
know she has a body. We know.
True.
And it's just like, give us something.
It's almost too much. It's too much at the bottom, and then it's a high neck,
Yeah.
and then it's also see-through. It's like, pick
Yes.
one.
We
pick
didn't need it all.
It's like
Yeah.
pick a focus.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and when she walked, that's what it reminds me. When she walked, you could tell she couldn't walk well in it, and so when she came up to the microphone, it was like the few
She was, like,
seconds I saw.
waddling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't
A
look
waddle?
Right.
It was a
Yeah,
waddle?
It was like a waddle. she was waddling up to the
Okay,
mic.
no waddle, J-Lo.
Don't want to
And
waddle
then,
on national television.
another one, Chase Infinity. And honestly, this is, I'm not familiar with her, but this, look is museum worthy, right? But the hair killed it for me. It looked like she just got out of bed and said, oh, Golden Globes tonight, and then her hairdresser didn't show up. That's what it looks like. But the dress is stunning. But you know, Janelle, like my key components, hair, makeup, wardrobe. It has to be the total look.
Rather seen?
I would have had it sleek, a very sleek ponytail, chignon, bun, something. Because that neckline and the jewels, like everything needed to be away from her face and her shoulders. And I think that would have nailed it.
I think you're right. With a sculptural dress like that,
yeah.
you need
That's
more
going in the Met Gala. That's going in the Met.
Yeah.
And then finally, Jessie Buckley, who I wasn't familiar with, but she was in Dior. And it just gave like bedspread.
Oh, we don't have a picture, but that's
we don't have a picture. Yeah, it just gave like bedspread.
Oh, okay. So don't Google it. It's not even worth it.
It's not even worth the time. It's not even worth the Google search.
Not even worth the Google search.
So what did you ladies think?
Okay, so my favorite was Kate Hudson, but my second favorite was Mila Kunis, just because I was like looking for some pictures, and I just thought it was so different because it was like kind of like the poofy and I just thought it was different, and I thought her hair and makeup just looked beautiful.
She is. Look at Ashton.
I know, and maybe it was Ashton I was looking at.
They look good together. This was like a good together look too.
They are a looks compatible couple.
It could have been, So I liked her, but Kate was my favorite. What about you?
Nikki Glaser in the red.
Yes.
This red, the color of the red is such a good red.
Yes, because red's tricky.
Red's tricky. Yeah, you could go too deep or too bright and like tacky almost. And this was a great color for her.
And it was a lot of elements of this dress that made it win. The neckline with kind of like the pointy on the side.
And the high slit.
Yes, the slit, the way that's structured around her midsection. The hair, I mean, she nailed it.
She did
every time she changed.
She did have great looks all night.
All night. From the red carpet, I think she had on like this pink bubble gum kind of Cinderella dress, and then this red, and then with the baseball cap, like her stylist nailed it.
She did a great job.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's fun. I mean, I'm sure you love watching those shows.
I
Okay.
did.
What's next? Are we
Grammys?
Grammys. Oh, those are fun.
Which always then you can get a little.
Now you can get a little crazy and funky. So we'll see.
We look forward to that.
Well, how can we reach you if we want to follow you?
I'm on all social platforms. You can follow me on Instagram at Takia the Great.
Love it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.